Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, as you can see up on the screen, we're going to be going through the latest and greatest news surrounding the Dr. Mundo rework. He's going to be the very first champion reworked in the year 2021 in Season 11, and that is very, very exciting. This is a champion who has needed some love for quite some time. Not only has he kind of looked a little outdated and ugly, so if some visuals were definitely in order, but just in terms of his gameplay, he's been very straightforward, kind of hard to balance. Either he heals way too much or grievous wounds just cucks him way too hard. So hopefully they'll be able to kind of just modernize him a little bit, make some cool new, make him look new and cool, but also feel new and cool on the Rift as well, so he doesn't feel like a super old champion, you know, in a game that is, you know, just constantly evolving. And so they always do, not always, but they usually do a pretty good job with these visual updates and the reworks and everything. So hopefully they can do just as good of a job with Mundo. But before we get into this video, I just want to mention real quick, if you're not already subscribed, definitely click that subscribe button really quick. It's fast, it's free, it's easy, helps you guys stay up to date on all my latest content, and I would appreciate it a ton. Also, dropping a like on this video helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm, getting my videos out to more and more people. So hey, if you could do that real quick too, that would be great. That would be awesome. With that being said, here we go, getting right into today's video, which is again dev blog, the latest on Dr. Mundo's VGU visual graphics update. So they start off by saying they set out for 3 main goals with Dr. Mundo's update. The first being upgrade his visuals and theme, not only to look better, but to better fit in with how League's visual style has evolved. That's another thing. A lot of these old champions, I mean, even if you were brand new to League of Legends, you would pretty much be able to point out what champions came from an era that the game clearly is not in anymore, and Mundo definitely fits into that mold. 2, improve Mundo's kit while maintaining his super tank regen and ability to chuck cleavers. They always do this when they do a rework. They want to keep some of the champion's old main identity, and for Mundo, they decided that was throwing cleavers and healing a ton, which I think is pretty good. I mean, healing a ton is definitely his thing, but the cleavers are, I guess, an iconic part of Mundo as well, so they want to keep that stuff if they can. I don't necessarily disagree with that. I don't think it's a bad idea. It is cool. And then number 3, they want to keep Mundo as a simple champion. I mean, it's easy to kind of modernize any champion. They can turn anything into a, you know, a season 10 champion with 15 dashes and 7 passives on every single ability and all that. But again, they constantly talk about, while yes, they do release a ton of new crazy champions all the time, they love new and exciting and flashy champions, and those sell well, and they sell skins and blah blah blah. League of Legends at its core needs simple champions. Most people are not very good at the game. Most people don't want to, you know, do all the craziness and the highlight reels and everything. The game still needs simple champions. So, you know, Mundo has historically been a pretty simple, pretty straightforward champion, so Riot wants to keep that identity there, which, again, I think is good, because if somebody's playing Mundo right now, like a Mundo one-trick or Mundo main or whatever, they, you know, they're used to a pretty simple champion, and they must like a pretty simple champion. They don't want to play Riven. You know, if they liked Riven, if they wanted Riven, they would just play her. They play Mundo for a reason. So I think that's another great thing. And also, it's good to have goals when you're going into a project. Those are our 3 goals. We'll see, you know, once it's all said and done, whether they're able to meet these goals or whatever. They said one of the early challenges for Mundo was landing on the right tone for his Doctor theme. Is he a brilliant Doctor who went mad? Is he a brilliant Doctor who is mad? They read your feedback, and they saw the thing that was most important. Many of them was that they kept Mundo as a fun and comical champion. So that's the direction that they're headed. As for the gameplay, they tried a few directions for Mundo's kit, but the one that stuck was making him extremely difficult to lock down. Having CC immunity in any form is a powerful tool. So as a trade-off, Mundo will remain as a champion with no mobility and no hard CC, but he will have CC immunity, I'm assuming, on his ult, which will be pretty cool. And obviously, you know, your Mundo, you're just kind of running at people. CC just is a way to just shut him down so hard. It can be so impossible to play against. So by adding some CC immunity to him, I think that'll be pretty cool. I love when they do new things that, yeah, just aren't just dashes, aren't hard CC. CC immunity can be a little bit overpowered. It might feel bad to play against sometimes, because, yeah, how do you stop a guy if you can't even CC him? But, you know, we'll see what his kit looks like. We'll see all his abilities and stuff first. But that's just one of the few directions you can go. And then we finally get to see what the new Mundo is possibly going to look like. They shared some concept art last time. We heard his hair was feeling a bit too well kept for Mundo, which I think is funny. So they kind of are ruffling it up a little bit. Here's some pictures and stuff. But that was all stuff that they had covered before. Here is the new stuff. this is what they are saying Mundo is going to be looking like in game right now here on the left. This is another type of Mundo here on the right, one of the other models for him. Obviously he's going to be like a dynamic type champion that changes throughout the game, which is cool. Here's an animation, I believe, of him, yeah, ripping off his clothes. I guess I thought he ripped them off, but I guess he just gets big and they just kind of like disappear. I think they could have done a little bit more with that animation, but it does look cool that, again, you have like the different forms of Mundo and stuff. Again, they're talking about him being severely stupid and seriously scary. Here is going to be his new Q animation, where they said they talked about a few different things, like whether they were going to do like a jumping toss or a running toss or whatever, and this is what they went with. He's just kind of running in stride and keeps throwing his Q and going. That'll be what that looks like, again, with his in-game stuff. Another hilarious thing is that this is his tower auto attack, is him just kind of ramming his face into it, and again, they're trying to make him this like lovable idiot who doesn't feel pain, and he's just absolutely insane, and I think this embodies that perfectly. I love what they did with this. This is going to be so funny, but just also different and pretty cool, but also feels like it fits the character really, really well, because he's just this massive, like, I don't know what the word is, but just kind of idiot who just ramming his head, just headbutting stuff, which is pretty funny, and yeah, I think it's really cool. And then here is another one of the things. Obviously, they're talking about this being his ultimate, where, again, we see that animation of his like clothes ripping off. He turns all green. He turns huge, muscular, strong. Again, this mad guy who, is just larger than life. So yeah, they were trying to figure out how to kind of embody this weird, crazy, chemically enhanced physical champion, and how they're choosing to kind of show that on the Rift is just by making him big, making him massive, making it clear, that he's becoming like a physical freak, a physical specimen. My green screen's messing up a ton in this video. The lighting's like messed up or something. Sorry if that's distracting or annoying or whatever. It's annoying for me too. I can see it in my in my camera thing. So yeah, that's how they're going to do that. Obviously, there'll be a lot of color, a lot of indication going on, but also just that animation of him getting big. I think it's always cool when you have like different forms of that champion. I think that that is something just fun, interesting, different that we don't see all the time. But then this is also another really, really cool thing. One of the new skin updates for Mundo, kind of the red Mundo. This kind of looks like, for some reason, I get like old Scion vibes, but this does look really, really so sick. It's like really complicated, really intricate. The Rage-born Mundo, I think they did an amazing job with the skin. Again, it'll be nice to see it in game once you start moving around, what the animations, everything are going to be. But man, this looks really, really sick as far as one of the skin updates and stuff. And that's another nice thing. Whenever your champion gets reworked or updated or whatever, you get a bunch of brand new skins too, which is always awesome. And again, that's something they always do a really good job with. The skin team is one of the best teams at Riot. They always kill it. Not always. I know there's like Gun Goddess Misfortune and stuff like that every once in a while, but for the most time they kill it. But I think that's pretty much it for this one. That's all they have to share for today. As always, they'll be looking through your thoughts and feedback. So definitely, if you guys have any thoughts, opinions, feedback, definitely let Riot know on Twitter, on Reddit, however you guys do. This will be their last post for Mundo's VGU. You can expect it to come in on PBE in the next few months. So I don't know if that means March, April. We'll see exactly what's up with that. But again, be looking out for this in the next couple of months. That's exciting that we kind of get a date on all this. But that is all the kind of information they have for us on Mundo. Another thing I did want to show you guys is that Mark Yetter actually tweeted out that RAMMUS is getting some okay upgrades in Wild Rift, but they didn't forget about him either, talking about League of Legends. And they have a small rework coming soon. Full updates are going to be in a dev blog next week. So that is also exciting to know that Mundo is going to be the next champion to be reworked. Again, next couple of months, be looking out for that. We saw kind of some of his in-game stuff, some of his animations, abilities, what Riot's thinking. But then RAMMUS is looking like he is going to be the next one in line. That's another champion that looks old, feels old, kind of has an outdated kit, so that is exciting as well. Riot looks like they have a ton of awesome stuff planned for Season 11, ton of awesome stuff planned for 2021. Hopefully they hit the mark on all of it, and hopefully it all turns out dope, because again, if we can get some of these kind of older, outdated champions to be updated, it can just make the whole game just that much more enjoyable. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the Mundo rework? Do you think it looks dope? Do you think it looks dumb? Do you like the direction they're going? Do you hate it? What champion do you think should be reworked next? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on anything we talked about. Subscribe to stay updated on my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!